Don't look now, everybody. The Lightning. 2 points back. 2 points back from those Toronto Maple Leafs.
Hey, hey, Tampa Bay, looks down the left field line. That ball is gone.
Always a fun matchup. Tampa Bay Lightning, Boston Bruins in Tampa. Vasi, Olmark. It's just made to be a good game. The Bruins were on the back end of a back-to-back. I don't know how many times I had to hear that from the announcers, that they were on the back end of a back-to-back after a physical game with the Florida Panthers. Like, bro, everyone goes through back-to-backs. Like, we get it, okay? My God. Point and Hedman also returned in this game, so we knew it wasn't really anything big going on. The Lightning were just on a back-to-back on the West Coast, and they just missed that second game due to lower body injury. Probably just getting them some rest. So to start the game, fairly even on the ice and in the stands. Can't even lie. I heard Let's Go Bruins chants through the TV. I heard Let's Go Bolts chants through the TV. So that's how it is. Boston, New York, Chicago, any of these big cities that come to Tampa / live in Tampa because they all come here to retire. It's just how it is. We're used to it. 10 minutes into the game, though, Nick Paul just floats the puck right over the defender's stick, and Mitchell Chaffee is there to put it top left corner. Perfect shot, 1-0 Lightning. Not much after, Chaffee then draws a penalty, and who knew Mitchell Chaffee owned Van Riemsdyk? He scores the goal on Van Riemsdyk going past him, and then Van Riemsdyk trips him a few minutes later. Who knew? The power play, though, wasn't their best. The Lightning have ended up giving up that top spot for the top power play percentage in the league, but at the same time, this penalty kill has been clinical, surgical. Going into this game, a 95-ish% kill rate. That's insane, guys. 29 of 30 power plays killed off in March. And I think you can tack on 2 or 3 more, so it's maybe 32 out of 33 now, or 31 out of 32. That's insane, guys. That's like a 97% kill rate. That is as good as it gets. That's not something that's sustainable, but just seeing the turn, it's not like this kill was terrible, but just seeing the turn for the good that this kill has taken during this stretch, come playoff time, that is big. That's a big deal. Bruins then have a odd man rush late in the first period, and then Vasilevsky. Are you kidding me? It's just one of those Vasi saves. We're used to it. What am I talking about? We're used to it. It's just one of those Vasi saves. But Dumba with a bad turnover. It looks like he was trying to reverse the puck behind Vasi. There was anyone there, maybe a miscommunication or just a mental mistake by Dumba, and that is buried by Heinen. Good shot by him, able to get it off that quickly to get it past Vasilevsky. And then Tanner Jeannot. When are people going to stop trying Tanner Jeannot? He lays out Lindholm against the boards. Nice, clean hit. Frederick didn't like it. He drops the gloves immediately. And he regretted that immediately. First punch that Jeannot throws cuts him. And Frederick just gives up from there. He just has his head down like this, pretty much trying to guard himself the rest of the fight. Go. Go to the locker room. Get it, whatever you need to get done, just go. Before the period ends, the Bruins have a really good chance, and Coyle, he had to open that, and he just passed it one too many times. I'll take it. Now into the second period, we have a goal. Lilleberg, shout out to Lilleberg. He had a really good second period and really made a point with this, putting a puck on net. Points there to get the rebound, goes around the goal. Nice little wraparound on Olmark, is able to get him on that and just put it in real quick, real smooth, just Braden Point-like 2-1 Lightning. Stammer then trips Pasta, and the Bruins go on a power play. And at this point in the game, the shots are 20-10. The Lightning came out pretty hot, putting pucks on net in the second period, and that's something you absolutely love to see. That power play is then killed off. Pasta has a good chance. It's taken away by a Lightning defender, and then Zacha has a pretty good chance. Decent bit of open net, but he just misses the net. Continuing the second period, about 2 minutes left, a little bit less than that. The Bruins get another power play, and the Lightning escape that period. And then going into the third, that power play is killed off. I'm telling you guys, this penalty kill. And then around the start of the third period, at this point, I'm just like, I know I've already mentioned it. The amount of times they've brought up the Florida Panthers, and how physical of a team they are. They're not playing tonight. Why are we talking about the Florida Panthers? And then 2, about how these poor Bruins are on the back end of a back-to-back. Get over it. Every team does it. Why are we babying them? Why are these announcers babying them? Bruins have a turnover in their own zone, and Chernak looks to put a shot on net. That puck is deflected, and it falls right to Sammer in his office. He's just chilling in his office chair at his desk, and the puck just falls to him, and he buries it. But the Bruins challenge for offsides, and it's very close. Very close. I couldn't argue that it was inconclusive, but they take the goal off the board. It's not one of those where I'm like, oh my God, that's a terrible call. What is wrong with these referees? It was very close, and I could see it both ways. In my opinion, it was inconclusive, but they took the goal off the board. Like I said, it wasn't obvious either way. Like, there were no ref you suck chants, at least that I could hear through the TV or anything like that. I understand it. As the minutes continue to tick down in this game, both teams have great chances, and just really good work by the Lightning, keeping possession, not allowing the Bruins to get too much momentum and put too much pressure on them. Continuing to, as we've seen through March, play to win, not play to lose, putting pressure on the other team instead of staying on your back foot and just defend. There's a huge chance for Braden Point to get his second goal of the game as Ullmark is just laying on the ground, but a Bruins defenseman, I think it was Peak, ends up saving that goal and keeps it at 2-1. And I know I just said this, but the possession at the end of this game was great. It was great. The Bruins were not able to pull Ullmark until less than a minute left in the game, and who was Hagel there, keeping possession in the offensive zone. It's just those plays that don't show up on the stat sheet that are just a huge deal to winning games. Brandon Hagel, bless you. And with that empty net, the Bruins somehow lose sight of Nikita Kucherov. Don't know how you do that. I understand you're trying to score a goal, but this guy Kucherov, he's kind of like tucked between the two referees, like along the boards. So Lightning clear it down the ice. No one is marking him, and he kind of just skates down, and nullifies the icing from the clear, puts it in the back of the net. And once again, these announcers, just give us our guys. I'm done with TNT right now. I'm done with TNT. I love Biz. I love Gretzky. I love the intermission crew, but the announcers, I'm done with it, because after the goal, they talk about Kucherov, how we just took over McKinnon, and then they say, how about those two Bruins players chasing down the puck and trying to save this game? Like, bro. Anyways, our Tampa Bay Lightning are 2 points. 2 points behind the Maple Leafs. There was a stretch there where it seemed like there was no way we were going to catch the Maple Leafs. They were pretty hot. We were pretty cold. About 10 games left to go in the season. 2 points behind. Can we do it? Can we do it? I made a video about a week or two ago talking about where the Lightning stand with about 17 games left in the season, and I talked about how those first 7-ish games are going to be very tough, going against teams like Florida, New York, Vegas, Boston, and we just rolled through them. And in that video, I talked about how in the last 8 games of the season, we play like 6 non-playoff teams, and that was the stretch that we needed to make the playoffs. Now it's looking like we just rolled through the tough part. Let's just keep rolling through the softer part. I'm not going to discredit these teams because you can lose to anyone on any night, but that was the tougher part of this 17-game stretch that I made that video on. We're going into the softer part. So obviously, really strong performance from the guys tonight, and the metrics agree with that. 75% chance deserved to win a meter for the Tampa Bay Lightning. I really can't remember the last time I saw it that high after a game. I mean, look at where these chances are. That is a lot of chances right in front of Ullmark. Great job getting behind those defensemen into the crease and just making Ullmark work for it. He only ended up giving up 2 goals in the end. He had a pretty good game, but sometimes too much is too much, and the Lightning did what they needed to do to win this game. Expected goals, 3.64 for the Lightning, 1.5 for the Boston Bruins. For the Bruins, Heinen did have that 1 goal, and then Zacha had the assist on that 1 goal. Going down to the Lightning here, if I can get down there. Kucherov, 1 goal, the empty netter. Braden Point a goal, Chafee a goal, and then on the assist, Hedman, Lilleberg, Perbix, Paul, and AC Mont. And then checking those standings, guys, like I talked about, the Lightning, 72 games played, 87 points. The Maple Leafs, 71 games played, 89 points. Like I said, only 2 points behind, out of nowhere. The teams behind us, the Capitals, 81 points on 71 games played. So that's a 6 points. So that's a 6-point differential there. And then the Red Wings, 79. Jersey Devils, yeah, we're not really worried about them anymore. It's crazy how fast things change in this league, and the hot streaks teams go on and the cold streaks teams go on, because the Islanders were looking like the next big thing with Patrick Waugh and how they just climbed up those standings, and now they've fallen behind a bit. And the Capitals, of all teams, the Capitals, the team with the minus 26 differential, the team that looks like, they're one of those teams, they can lose to anybody, literally anybody, but they get hot, they can beat anybody. So I'm excited. I love how the team's playing. I'm not going to get too high or get too low. I'm just going to stay steady. Let's keep rolling. We are playing amazing right now. Special teams, 5-on-5. Vasi's taking his game up a notch. A lot of people were getting on his case through the first half of the season, which I understand it, but we do have to remember what Vasi went through this offseason and why he missed the beginning of the season. He's still Andrei Vasilevsky. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below your thoughts on the game. It's a real fun one. Always love this matchup with the Bruins fans. Always pull up and have a great crowd at Amalie, so it makes for a really good atmosphere, and the two teams are always good, and it makes for a great, great product on ice. So once again, comment down below your thoughts. Please like, subscribe, and go Bolts.